ruling?
Well, it's been around for some time.
Because I've never heard of it
It's
before. I
called
mean,
the
a lot of
72T.
people have just not heard of these types of strategies.
I tell you, well,
to know that. I mean, and I don't know how you feel about this. I have for a long time felt that the 401ks were not really designed for people to depend on them totally as they have down through the years, and now it looks like maybe that was correct because folks have lost so much money.
Well, they've lost a lot of money.
401ks.
Yeah, with the advent of the IRA back in the 70s, folks start saving money, and their monies were placed in various variable accounts. And since the defined pension programs is more or less almost eliminated, gone away, a lot of your retirees and soon-to-be retirees have just been thrown out there and trying to manage their monies. And I always ask the question, is that an easy task or difficult task to try to manage your funds all by yourself? It can be a lonely journey and a very risky journey without a financial professional to help you.
Right. We have about probably about 4 or 5 minutes to go, but there's one question I wanted to touch on, and I hope that we have enough time for you to answer. What do you say to people who are maybe within a year or two of retiring? What kind of steps do they need to take? Because, you know, that's kind of scary, especially if you haven't really prepared that well.
It does kind of creep up on you a little bit there, Tia. What I tell, and I have a number of clients that, or potential clients, as well as regular clients who've come in, they prepared themselves. They said, well, I'm coming out in a year. Well, the first thing we got to look at is we look at your nest egg, and we start moving it toward a more, into more safe vehicles that don't fluctuate as much.
Like insurance?
Well, you can use insurance as part of your retirement income planning. But, you look at safe instruments. Now, in this low interest rate environment, it's kind of difficult to place your monies into maybe CDs or money market accounts because the interest rate is so low. But again, I recommend annuities, but you got to know how to use them. So number one, you establish a budget, because now we got to look at your outlay. You also want to minimize debt. You don't want to come out and have a tremendous amount of debt, because if you're lucky, I'm going to use this word lucky, to have a pension, then you know you're only receiving about 75, maybe anywhere between 60 and 75% of your salary if you have one. But suppose you don't have a pension. Well, you've got to depend on that nest egg. So therefore, good emergency fund. In addition to the emergency fund, it's a good idea to have anywhere between 6 months to a year's income. Alrighty? Practice on on how you wish to spend money. And try to avoid volatility as much as possible.
Right.
Okay. There's something else you should consider too, is make sure that you have all your insurances in order. Will your company offer health insurance when you separate? If you are in your 60s, when will you be eligible for Medicare?
That's a whole nother subject.
Alrighty. Will you take, you got to understand, suppose you're eligible for Social Security. Do you take it at age 62, or that's when you're eligible, or do you take the Social Security benefit at age 65 to 67? That's the current.
Right. That's a lot to think about. Freeman, we're just about out of time. It has been such a pleasure to have you here as our guest today.
Oh, I thank you for having me.
I mean, I have at least 15 questions here on this sheet that I didn't get to ask you.
Yes.
Will you come back and visit with us again?
I certainly will.
Will you also tell our viewers how they can get in contact with you?
You can reach, you can go to my website, justaskfreeman.com.
I highly recommend it.
All righty, all righty. And I've got a Safe Money Kit which you can download if you want info. And also, you can reach us at our office at 1-866 1-866-471-SAFE or 1-866-471-7233.
Freeman, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And in closing our show today, let me just encourage you to spend some time this week thinking seriously about your financial situation and asking yourself questions such as, am I prepared for retirement? Have I prepared for my family in case I have an accident or pass into eternity? What happens to my wife, my husband, my children if I am incapacitated or should unexpectedly die? Am I putting any money aside for unforeseen situations that will occur at some point in my life? Trust me on that one. If you cannot answer these questions, these critical questions, with some degree of confidence, you need to contact us at skillstorock@gmail.com. You've heard Freeman, his information to contact him. We'd love to hear you. Thank you so much for watching Skills to Pay the Bills. Bye-bye. See you soon.